Hello friends, and welcome to the Expensive Coins History channel. Some of the rarest coins in the world are still hiding in everyday circulation, and today we are counting down the top 2 you must check immediately. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because the next rare coin sitting inside your pocket change could completely shock you. Now imagine this for a moment. A small copper coin, only 2 pence, something millions of people ignored for decades. Yet today, certain collectors are willing to pay unbelievable amounts of money for the right version. And the reason is far deeper than most people understand. Because rare coins are not only about age. They are about survival, history, condition, mistakes, and sometimes pure luck. The first coin on today's countdown is one of the most fascinating British coins ever produced. The legendary 1977 Queen Elizabeth II new pence 2p coin. At first glance, it looks ordinary. Most people would probably spend it without thinking twice. But experienced collectors know this coin carries something incredibly special beneath its simple appearance. To truly understand why this coin creates excitement among serious numismatists, we have to travel back to Britain during the late 1970s. The country was going through enormous economic and social change. Inflation was rising. Factories were shifting. Technology was evolving. And cash transactions dominated everyday life in a way younger generations today can barely imagine. Coins passed through thousands of hands every single week. And among them was the bronze 2-pence piece featuring Queen Elizabeth II. By 1977, the new pence series had already become an iconic symbol of modern British currency. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II represented stability and continuity during uncertain times. For many families, these coins became part of daily life. Bus fares, newspapers, bread, tea. Everything moved through coins like these. But hidden inside that massive production were tiny details that collectors obsess over today. And this is where the story becomes truly fascinating. Most ordinary people look at coins casually. Collectors look at them scientifically. They study the strike quality, the rim, the lettering, the color tone, the sharpness of the portrait, the mint luster, the preservation of the fields, and even microscopic imperfections invisible to the average eye. Because in the world of elite coin collecting, a heavily circulated 1977 2p may only be worth face value. But a perfectly preserved example with extraordinary quality can become something completely different. Something rare, something desired, something powerful. Now here is what makes the 1977 new pence 2p especially interesting. Many examples from that era suffered years of circulation damage. Scratches, oxidation, finger oils, environmental exposure, edge wear, weak strikes. Most were used endlessly in everyday commerce and eventually disappeared into circulation history. But a tiny number survived in stunning condition. These are the coins that serious collectors hunt for. Coins with deep original mint color, strong reflective surfaces, sharp lettering, and nearly untouched details. When collectors discover one of these examples, competition becomes intense. Because high-grade British decimal coins from the 1970s are becoming increasingly difficult to locate, especially coins that remain untouched by cleaning or environmental damage. And that last part is critical. Cleaning destroys value. Many people mistakenly polish old coins thinking they are improving them. In reality, experienced collectors often avoid cleaned coins completely. Original surfaces matter enormously. Natural aging matters enormously. Authenticity matters enormously. Now let's talk about the design itself, because this is another reason collectors admire the 1977 issue. The reverse design features the badge of the Prince of Wales, one of the most recognizable symbols in British history. The feathers, the coronet, the intricate lettering. Every detail represents centuries of royal tradition. Combined with the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the coin captures a powerful moment in modern British history. And over time, nostalgia adds emotional value to these coins. Many collectors today remember using these exact coins during childhood. That emotional connection drives demand higher. Because collecting is never only about money. It is about memory, history, identity, and the thrill of owning something most people overlooked. Now here is something even more interesting. Over the years, rumors and stories about rare new pence coins spread across collector communities worldwide. People began checking old jars, piggy banks, family collections, inherited coin albums, and suddenly, coins once ignored became objects of intense curiosity. That curiosity transformed into a global search. Even today, countless people still search through old British coins hoping to discover a hidden treasure. And sometimes they actually do, because not every rare coin has already been found. Some remain hidden inside forgotten collections. Others sit unnoticed in drawers for decades. That possibility is exactly what keeps collectors addicted to the hunt. Every coin carries mystery. Every coin carries possibility. Now imagine discovering a nearly flawless 1977 new Pence 2p hidden among ordinary change. Imagine realizing the coin survived almost half a century in extraordinary condition. Imagine the shock of learning collectors might compete aggressively to own it. That moment changes everything. And for many collectors, the emotional excitement matters just as much as the financial value. Because rare coins create a connection between the past and present. A simple object suddenly becomes historical evidence, a witness to decades of human life. Think about how many people may have touched these coins over the years. Shopkeepers, workers, children, travelers, families. Each coin silently moved through history. That is why numismatics become so addictive. Every piece tells a story. Now let's go deeper into what separates ordinary 1977 coins from extraordinary examples. Experts carefully analyze luster first. Original mint luster creates a glowing cartwheel effect under light. When this luster remains strong after decades, collectors immediately pay attention. Next comes strike quality. Some coins emerge from the mint with sharper details than others. Strong strikes produce clearer feathers, sharper lettering, and stronger portrait definition. Then comes surface preservation. Tiny marks can dramatically affect grading. A single scratch may reduce value heavily in elite collector markets. That is why top-grade examples become incredibly scarce over time. Most coins simply do not survive decades without damage. And scarcity always drives demand, especially when combined with emotional nostalgia and historical importance. Now, another fascinating aspect of British decimal coins is how global the collector market has become. Collectors from around the world now pursue rare UK coins. Not only British collectors, American collectors, European collectors, Asian collectors, Middle Eastern collectors. The hobby has become international. Online auctions accelerated this dramatically. Suddenly, collectors everywhere could compete instantly for rare pieces. That competition pushed premium examples to astonishing levels. And once collectors begin fighting over top-condition coins, prices can rise very quickly, especially when supply remains extremely limited. Now think carefully about this. Millions of 1977 2p coins once existed. Yet today, only a microscopic number survive in elite condition. That difference between total mintage and surviving quality is where rarity truly emerges. And this is something casual collectors often misunderstand. Old does not automatically mean valuable. Condition creates rarity. Survival creates rarity. Demand creates rarity. And when all three combine together, prices can become extraordinary. Coins bearing her portrait now represent entire generations. For many collectors, these coins are no longer just currency. They are historical artifacts from a remarkable era. That emotional weight increases collector interest dramatically, especially after major royal events reshaped public fascination with British coinage. And because emotional demand often drives collector behavior, prices can surge unpredictably when interest increases. Now imagine being the person who discovers one of these exceptional examples hidden in an old collection. Imagine examining the coin closely under bright light, seeing the original color still glowing, the surfaces still clean, the details still sharp. That realization creates an adrenaline rush collectors never forget, because every rare coin discovery feels like uncovering buried history. And the deeper collectors dive into the hobby, the more obsessed they become with details most people never notice. Tiny varieties, strike differences, minting characteristics, preservation levels. Every factor matters. That is why elite coin collecting becomes both an art and a science. Now here is where the story becomes even more exciting. Some of the highest quality 1977 new Pence 2p coins have stunned collectors with extraordinary market attention. When premium examples appear, bidding wars can erupt rapidly, because serious buyers understand how difficult true top-condition survivors are to obtain. And once a rare high-grade coin enters a permanent collection, it may disappear from the market for decades. That makes surviving available examples even more desirable. Collectors know opportunities may never return. That urgency creates powerful competition, and competition creates headlines. Now there is another important lesson hidden inside this story. Rare coin hunting teaches patience. Most discoveries do not happen instantly. Collectors spend years studying coins, searching through collections, learning grading standards, understanding minting history. But eventually, knowledge creates opportunity. The more educated a collector becomes, the more valuable their discoveries can become. And this is exactly why millions of people continue searching old coins today. Because somewhere out there, another hidden treasure may still exist. Perhaps inside a forgotten drawer, a family inheritance, an old coin tin, or even loose change. That possibility keeps the dream alive. And now, we arrive at the moment everyone waits for. The value. Certain elite condition 1977 Queen Elizabeth II new Pence 2p coins have generated enormous excitement among collectors, with top-level examples reaching astonishing estimated values. And according to collector speculation surrounding ultra-rare premium survivors, the 1977 new Pence 2p coin has been associated with values as high as $194,000. And remember, that incredible number only applies to extremely rare examples with exceptional preservation, rarity factors, and collector demand. But the possibility alone is enough to make millions of people start checking their coins immediately. And now we move to the second coin in today's countdown. A coin many people have seen, many people have spent, and almost nobody truly understood. The 1980 Queen Elizabeth II new Pence 2p coin. At first, it appears nearly identical to countless other British coins from the same era. Same bronze appearance, same familiar royal portrait, same traditional design. But hidden behind this ordinary appearance is a story that has captured the attention of collectors across the world. Because sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones people ignore the longest. And that is exactly what happened with certain 1980 new Pence 2p coins. To understand why this coin became so fascinating, we have to look at Britain during the early 1980s. The country was changing rapidly. Technology was advancing. Industries were transforming. Economic pressures were affecting everyday families. And millions of coins moved constantly through shops, buses, restaurants, train stations, and markets. Coins were essential to daily life. Unlike today's digital world, cash transactions dominated almost everything. And because these coins circulated heavily, most eventually became damaged beyond collector interest. They were dropped, scratched, stored carelessly, exposed to moisture, covered in fingerprints, thrown into drawers and jars. Year after year, their condition slowly disappeared. But while millions of ordinary examples deteriorated, a tiny number survived in astonishing quality. And those survivors became the true targets of elite collectors. Now here is where the psychology of coin collecting becomes incredibly powerful. Human beings are naturally attracted to rarity. But in coin collecting, rarity alone is not enough. Collectors also chase perfection. The closer a coin appears to its original mint condition, the more intense collector demand becomes. And with the 1980 new Pence 2p coin, finding examples with exceptional preservation has become increasingly difficult over time. Especially coins that still display strong, original mint brilliance. That glowing bronze color collectors love. That untouched surface quality. That crisp strike detail. Because once a coin loses those original characteristics, it can never truly be restored again. And experienced collectors know the difference immediately. Now imagine opening an old collection and discovering a 1982p coin that somehow escaped decades of heavy circulation damage. No harsh cleaning. No deep scratches, no major discoloration, no severe wear, just a beautiful surviving example frozen in time. For collectors, that discovery feels almost magical. Because coins are more than metal discs. They are historical survivors. Every surviving high-grade coin defeats time itself, and that reality creates emotional intensity inside the collector market. Now let's talk about another major reason the 1980 issue receives attention: Queen Elizabeth II. Her image became one of the most recognized portraits in global coin history. For decades, billions of coins carried her portrait across countless countries and territories. But British decimal coins from her reign hold a unique emotional power. They remind people of specific decades, specific memories, specific periods of life. For some collectors, these coins represent childhood. For others, they represent family history. And for many older collectors especially, nostalgia becomes a powerful force driving demand. That emotional connection matters far more than many people realize. Because collecting is deeply psychological. People do not simply buy coins. They buy stories, memories, connections to the past. And when a coin combines nostalgia with rarity, interest can explode dramatically. Now, another fascinating detail about the 1980 new Pence 2p coin is how condition rarity continues shrinking every year. Why? Because surviving pristine examples become harder to locate as time passes. Some are lost forever. Some become damaged accidentally. Others disappear permanently into private collections. That means the number of elite quality survivors may continue decreasing over time. And when supply decreases while collector interest increases, market attention becomes intense, especially in international collector circles. Today, British coin collecting is no longer limited to the United Kingdom. Collectors from around the world now pursue important UK decimal coins. American collectors, European collectors, Asian investors, royal history enthusiasts. The market has become global, and online auctions transformed everything. Years ago, collectors mostly searched locally. Today, one rare coin can attract worldwide attention within hours. That global exposure changed the economics of rare coin collecting completely. Premium examples now reach far larger audiences. More bidders, more competition, more excitement. And that competition can push extraordinary coins to astonishing levels. Now let's discuss something extremely important. Many people mistakenly assume all old coins are valuable. That is not true. Most old coins remain common because huge numbers survive. What truly matters is scarcity combined with condition and demand. And the 1980 new Pence 2p coin demonstrates this perfectly. Millions once circulated, but only a microscopic number survived in extraordinary condition. That difference changes everything. Now here is another fascinating aspect serious collectors study carefully. Strike quality. Not every coin leaves the mint equally sharp. Some emerge with weak details. Others display remarkable clarity and definition. Collectors closely inspect the lettering, the Prince of Wales feathers, the crown, the portrait details, the rims. Tiny differences can dramatically affect desirability. Then comes surface quality. Marks from bags and handling can reduce collector grades significantly. Even microscopic imperfections matter in elite markets. That level of precision surprises many beginners. But advanced numismatics operates at an entirely different level. One tiny detail may separate an ordinary coin from a truly elite example. And when collectors compete for perfection, prices can become extraordinary. Now think about this carefully. The 1980 new Pence 2p coin already survived more than 4 decades. That alone is remarkable. But surviving in pristine condition for over 40 years? That becomes something much rarer. Especially for coins originally intended only for everyday spending. Nobody in 1980 expected these small bronze coins might someday attract serious global collector attention. Most people spent them without a second thought. And that is exactly why top survivors became so scarce. Because almost nobody preserved them carefully from the beginning. Now let's explore the emotional side of rare coin hunting. Imagine sitting at home late at night searching through old coins inherited from family members. One by one, you examine dates carefully. Suddenly you notice a 1980 new Pence 2p coin with unusually strong detail and beautiful original color. Your curiosity grows. You research further. You compare examples. You study grading images. And slowly you begin realizing the coin may be far more important than you imagined. That moment creates an unforgettable feeling. Excitement, curiosity, possibility. That emotional thrill is one reason millions of people become addicted to coin collecting. Because every coin carries hidden potential. And unlike many hobbies, rare coin discoveries still genuinely happen. Even today, some valuable coins remain hidden in old collections. Others remain forgotten inside jars and drawers. The possibility of discovery keeps the entire hobby alive. Now, another reason collectors admire the 1980 issue is the artistry of British coin design itself. The reverse design featuring the badge of the Prince of Wales carries enormous symbolic meaning. The feathers represent royal tradition stretching back centuries. Combined with elegant typography and balanced composition, the coin feels timeless. And over decades, familiar designs become emotionally powerful. People associate them with entire chapters of life. School years, family shopping trips, public transport, weekend markets. Coins silently travel through human history. That is what makes numismatics so unique. Every piece becomes a physical witness to time. Now let's go deeper into collector behavior. When rumors spread about valuable coin varieties or exceptional